Hey guys, welcome to Pellets and Pits. I'm Neil. Today we just did a fantastic Kentucky hot brown. Not only did we use our pellet smoker, we also used a pizza oven attachment. If you guys want to see how we make this, here we go. We just filmed on the Flat Top King. If you guys are interested, we have another YouTube channel, the Flat Top King, and I did a croque monsieur and a croque madame. And the only difference is one has an egg, one doesn't. But it goes kind of like the same guidelines as is. Although it's different, it could be interpreted kind of as the same idea. You'll get this thing. If you watch that video, you'll understand. The whole idea behind this is to be able to use a pizza oven for more than just pizza. I just got a comment because I just got my new pizza oven from Lone Star Grillz. We're going to be using Lone Star Grillz today. And just got the new pizza oven. And I did salmon in it on a cast iron skillet. And the whole point of that was I'm just learning, right? Just exploring, see the temperature, see how hot the deck got, see how much crust can develop on top. I didn't want to go through the process of doing like a 3-day proof of the yeast, come out and make a pizza and then just not know what I'm doing. And it's funny, the very first comment was basically cussing me out, saying how stupid and how dumb I am because I put salmon in a pizza oven. And I thought, why not? It's got everything you want. It's got top end heat, it's got bottom heat, it's got everything you want to make a beautiful salmon. Our family enjoyed it, and that's what it's all about. So now I've got a couple cooks under the belt. Let's dive a little bit deeper. We're taking the pizza out of the pizza stone, and we're gonna do a Kentucky hot brown. Very easy, very easy. You guys with me?
Yep.
Good, let's go. I know pizza oven attachments for all the grills are becoming extremely popular, along with standalone pizza ovens like Blackstone, Halo, Uni, Stoke. And I know that more pellet grill companies are coming out with them. I know Camp Chef has one, now Lone Star has one, so it just gives you like in the frame of mind to use it more than what it's worth, right? You're paying for it, so you might as well get as much bang for the buck as possible. Let me show you what we got. Our smoker's heating up. It's got a little ways to go. I'm going to change the auger on it. Might as well do it now. Turn it to manual, and all that does is feed the pellets a lot faster without worrying about the temperature. So this is just going to feed the pellets at a 65% rate, and we're not worried about temperature.
So does that mean it gets hotter?
Yes. Well, instead of hitting a certain temperature inside, let's say your target temperature is 350, if this actually reached 350, then it'll stop feeding pellets because it's in that algorithm. If you change it to the auger mode, it's going to constantly feed those pellets at a 65% rate, which gives you a hotter...
Because it's not regulating the 350 temperature.
Yes.
Okay.
You can see right now the deck's getting hot. I've got some cast iron skillets that are warming up as well. I'm going to move the cast iron over. 4 strips of bacon right on top. Now you could put it inside the pizza oven if you wanted to, but I'm going to save that because I need it. And all we're doing is heating up our cast iron, allowing this to heat up, and cooking our bacon at the same time. I got a rustic loaf. I used it earlier this morning when we filmed the Flat Top King on the croque monsieur. So this is kind of what it looks like. Obviously it's a little bit wider. But with those little cast iron dishes, I'm just looking kind of like a nice thick style loaf. So let me even it up. So a nice thick slice, probably something like that. You want it to hold up to it. And this is an open face sandwich. I just thought this type of bread would work well. You can toast it on one side. Have those pores in there for that butter. Have your beautiful vine ripe tomato. We're gonna slice that, season it up, a little salt and pepper. Hit it with just a good mix of S&P. All right, we're gonna be working on our Weber today. I've already had it out using it for the griddle. And I just opened the lid and now I've made myself a whole nother shelf to play around with. I'm gonna use the burner instead of bringing the other one out. To that, 2 tablespoons of butter, get that going. Now we need to make a Mornay sauce. I asked a question to the Flat Top King channel. When you make your mother sauce, the bechamel, which is the foundation for any basically white sauce, there's 5 of them. Do you actually go above and beyond and use nutmeg? Just be honest. Like, do you grate your own? Do you buy your nutmeg, or do you submit it all together? Because I said in the video, and it holds true today, I've always omitted it. I just never thought it was worth it. The wife had it today for the first time, and she's like, oh, I can see having that in the pantry. I can understand what it does. So, just interesting to see what you guys think. Really quick, our Mornay sauce is basically just butter, flour, milk, salt, pepper, a little nutmeg. You make your roux, you make your bechamel, and then you just add cheese. Once you add cheese, that's how you get the Mornay in it.
So it's Mornay, because I always thought you were saying Bernays.
No, it's a Mornay. Starts with an M. No, Bernays is completely different. We have some shredded Gruyere that we used earlier. We have some shredded extra sharp cheddar and some Parmesan cheese for some nutty flavor. Try to cook that flour out of it a couple minutes. When you're making your roux, you're looking for equal parts flour, equal parts oil, whether you use oil or butter. So I've got 2 tablespoons of each. About a cup and a half of milk. We use half and half. Now don't season this right away, okay? You want to make sure this comes with a full thickening power, because if you need to add more liquid and you've already seasoned it, then you might not be able to adjust your seasonings. So just make sure that you're happy with the consistency and then season. You might have to add more milk, or you might have added too much seasoning, and then you reduce it down, and then it's no bueno. You want this a little bit on the looser side, just because you're going to add that cheese. That cheese will act as a thickener. Add the Gruyere. You really don't want to heat this too much. You don't want the cream and the cheese to separate. Cheddar.
Now, if you have leftover cheese sauce, could you refrigerate that and make like macaroni and cheese, or?
Oh yeah, you'd have to add to it, but absolutely. That's what a Mornay sauce is basically the base of a macaroni and cheese. Keep that off the heat just for a quick second. Let's take some Parmesan cheese, grate it on the fine side. Something like that's fine. Might be a hair more. Just helps with the saltiness, some depths of flavor, some nuttiness.
Where are our bread? Woo, honey. Woo, honey. This reminds me of some cheese fondue.
Jeez.
Golly.
Tell me how that
I know it
tastes.
hasn't been seasoned yet.
Be careful now, don't burn your mouth.
Mmm.
Good?
That's good.
All right, we're gonna turn the heat off. We might have to add a little bit more cream. As it sits, it's gonna thicken. But while it's hot, let's go ahead and do that now. And then we'll come back to it. Oh, let's go ahead and season. So what do you think? Good pinch of salt and pepper.
Yep. A little bit of nutmeg.
Hit a little nutmeg. Now let's see if you can taste the difference.
Don't have to tell me twice. That's good.
All right, our bacon's done. Probably a hair more done than what I like, but we'll live with it. Our pan just came out as well. I'm gonna drop about half a tablespoon of butter. I'm gonna tell you what else I just thought of too. Not in the original mind frame, but bacon fat rocks. Trim that bread up. Layer these things with some turkey. If you don't have these molds, you can definitely just use a cast iron skillet. You can put multiple of them in there. I just don't get a chance to use them often. So when I do, I like to. Cover that thing with that cheese sauce. Be generous.
It's fantastic.
Now I'm going to finish these off in the pizza oven. Till they're nice and browned. And when they're browned, I'm going to take them back out. Add the tomatoes to warm those up, and that bacon on top should be perfect. Depending on your pizza oven attachment and how hot yours gets, it's going to vary in time. You can see we're getting nice and bubbly.
Golly, this looks like a winner.
And I'm just going to to throw it back in there. I'm actually just going to turn the heat off and let the residual heat just warm all that stuff back up. All right, guys, there you go. That's our version of the Kentucky Hot Brown. Not only did we use the pellet smoker, we used the pizza oven attachment, just multiple ways to use multiple pieces of equipment. And I think that's what cooking's all about. I doubt if it's cooled down enough.
It's not going to stop you from digging in.
No. No clue what the original tastes like. So I can't tell you if it's good or bad. I just know for a fact. You got bacon grease on the bottom. You got butter. Nice thick bread.
The sauce is fantastic.
Look at that bread on the bottom with that cheese melted on the inside of it.
It smells amazing.
It's like a bread turkey fondue.
You didn't even get it all.
That's fantastic. The first thing I thought of was you can actually taste the bacon from the bottom up. So if you actually got a piece, like if you cut a piece right here, by adding that bacon grease on the bottom, you're able to get some of that bacon grease in the bread. But I'm telling you, that might be the star of the show. That's a good sandwich. Now it makes me want to try the real thing. I don't know how far we'd have to go to get it. All right, you want to try your bite?
Uh-huh.
The tomato actually balances out. I guess because acidity. Yeah. I'd put tomato on there.
Golly, that is good.
Now the history goes, this was made
That is good.
by the Brown Hotel.
In Kentucky?
Yep. And something to do with like people drinking at night, so they had to throw something together. If this is what I'd purposely drink to eat this.
That is super good. The sauce is, you did a good job on the sauce.
This is damn good. I'd stand on this every single day. I don't know how far I'd go in a contest, but for my belly, it wins. And that's what it's all about. Exploring different pieces of equipment, having fun, cooking outside. The weather's starting to change for us in the South. It's beautiful outside. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, pound the notification button, share with your friends. One thing for sure, step out of your comfort zone and try stuff like this, because you never know when something's going to hit as hard as this does. Yeah, this is good.
That is good.